Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bulldozer TV. We are at the climax of the World Cup. The boys have been separated from the men. The good have been separated from the great. We have gotten to the point where every mistake is costly. Every bad challenge could lead to your country not winning the World Cup. Every dangerous tackle, every bad pass can lead to a catastrophic mistake that it's irreversible. We saw in the quarterfinals leading to the semifinals where Bro Imbolo caused the whole nation of Switzerland by doing the dumbest thing you could ever do in today's game where there is VAR. He dived, got a second yellow card for mistaken identity, and then sent Switzerland packing. Up until that point, Switzerland was the team on top. They were all over Argentina, and Argentina was barely holding on until the damn shit Bro Imbolo did, which now opened it up for Argentina to score and qualify to the semifinals. The semifinals is filled with the top 4 countries according to FIFA rankings. France, Spain, Argentina, and then England. This is the finals before the finals because it is the 2 best teams going into the World Cup, and they've proven why they were the 2 best teams going to the World Cup. Going to the World Cup, they were head-to-head. Could it be France? Could it be Spain? But now, in the semi-final, the gap France has given Spain is widened. France is A, Spain is 1B because of the fantastic fall of the French forward. The French national team have 3 of the top 5 players in the world. And this is not me hyping the French team. They have 3 of the best 5 players in the world. Michael Olise, Dembele, the previous Ballon d'Or winner, and the heir to Messi and Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe. The other 2 are Lamine Yamal of the Spanish national team. And then you can argue, is it Harry Kane or is it Haaland? But France has the top 3 together and Spain has 1. This is a game that is going to have all the fireworks. Spain is a possessive-based team. They possess the ball, and that is the only way they could frustrate the French national team. Because if you give the ball to the French national team, they are going to destroy you. The last time we saw such a scintillating attack, world-class attack, in the World Cup was in Korea, Japan 2002, when Brazil had the Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Romarios of the world. And looking at this French team, you'll be a fool to bet against this French team. However, they are going against one of their greatest nemesis in recent times. And since Spain is a possession-based football, they will possess the ball a lot and try as much as possible not to give the ball away to any of the fantastic 4 of the French national team. Because once the ball gets to the fantastic 4 of the French national team, it is doomsday for the Spanish defenders. I don't care who their defenders are. They are not going to stop the fantastic 4 of the French national. This is going to be a game that everybody is looking up to because it has everything to be the finals. Unfortunately, it is the semi-finals. So, Lamine Yamal, one of the top 5 players in the world, has already been speaking out that France should be the country to be scared of Spain because they've beaten them in their last 2 games. When Lamine Yamal was playing and Nico Williams was on top of his game, they beat the French national team in Euro 2024 by 2-1. And then in the Euro League where they beat the French national team by 5-4. In the last 5 games, the Spanish team has won 3 out of 5 with the French national team winning 2. And these 2 teams meet, hardly do they play draw. but hardly do they score, but hardly do they blow the opposition away. It's always a tight game, 2-1, 1-0, 2-0. These are world-class players coming together, playing against each other. And in order for the Spanish team to win this game, Lamine Yamal has to play to the best of his levels, because what we've seen in the current World Cup is not the Lamine Yamal that I've been praising throughout his career. Yes, he came back from injury, so he has not really had time. But then we are in the point of the World Cup where there is no time. Either you perform to drag your team into the finals, or you do not perform and your team gets kicked out. The weakness in the French national team is Lucas Digne, 32-year-old left back. He's even competing for the left back position with Jan Marcin in Aston Villa. However, today, news coming from Fabrizio Romano said he has gotten a transfer to PSG, where he's going to be the backup left fullback to Nuno Mendes. So, as you can see, he's not even a starter when he goes to PSG, the best team in the world, and he's not on top of his game. He is the weak link in the French national team. And that is where Lamine Yamal operates. He got to be on top of his game for Spain national team to get something out of the game. We all know that the Spanish national team is going to get a lot of possession. They are probably going to get 60% of possession, with the French getting 40%. But then, what the French has, their lethal attack, that you cannot leave any of them free. Because once you mark Olise, meaning that Dembele is free. Once you mark Kylian Mbappe, meaning Olise is free. And they can all create their own goals. They can all create magic out of nowhere, and they can beat you in any form and in any way. This is going to be a brilliant game. My prediction, 2-1 for France, but it is going to be a tough game. It's going to be Kylian Mbappe versus Lamine Yamal. Apart from Lamine Yamal, I do not see any Spanish player getting the headlines. Probably Nico Williams is back from injury and is going to start this game. But then, coming from a long layoff and then starting your first game in the World Cup in the semi-final, that's a tough task. I don't think they will have that telepathy and that joy they had during the Euros, when both Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams were on top of their game. Probably maybe Alex Baena, who has been starting in previous games, is going to start. And that makes Spanish attack very, very blunt. They labor to score goals. However, it comes easy for them to possess the ball, since it's in their DNA. Since 2008, they've been a possessive-based team, and they always play everybody out of the park. But hopefully, the French national team, which has showed up throughout the tournament, they just brushed him. Their toughest game was against Paraguay. And we all know what happened in that game. Because of the fouls and the stoppages, they couldn't get into their rhythm. Maybe you can say Spain could play like Paraguay, but then they could attack. They have the brilliance of Lamine Yamal to attack when it's needed, but that is not how the Spanish national team is built. It's going to be an expansive game. It's going to be who wins the middle of the field. It's most likely going to be Spain, since they are going to dominate the game. But then, they've labored to score, whilst France, it's been very, very easy for them to score. This is going to be fireworks from all angles. Both teams are going to go for it. It's going to be a great game, Spain versus France. You have 4 of the top 5 players playing in the semi-finals in this game. What else do you need? This was supposed to be the finals. Unfortunately, we get it in the semi-finals, and hopefully there's going to be fireworks, all guns blazing from the Fantastic Four of the French national team, and then the geniuses of Lamine Yamal. But if push comes to shove and you've got money, place your bet on Aller Le Bleu to the finals, because Kylian Mbappe is on a mission to be one of the few players to win the World Cup 2 times in their lifetime, and he still got another 2 more World Cups to go. Since his debut in the World Cup, his first year in the World Cup, he won it. Second year, he was a finalist, and then this is the third year. He doesn't want the disappointment of the second year. He wants the excitement of the first year of his World Cup. So this is going to be a great game. France will want a revenge after their last 2 defeats against the Spanish team. Maybe Pedri will come, will play his best game. Maybe Nico Williams could change something, but looking at the French Fantastic Four and even their bench, honestly, this is going to be the finals before the finals. And hopefully, the best team, which is the French national team, comes out on top. And once the game is over, Bulldozer will bring you the post-match analysis singing Allez les Bleus, Kylian Mbappe to the finals. Until then, this is Bulldozer TV. Cheers.